And a good afternoon to you all. As for those of you who probably have the apps, probably got a warning out for Ashtabula County here. And we've got some pretty good heavy downpours here in Western Erie County as well. So I thought let's get on, let you know, even though I just posted something on the Facebook literally as the warning came off. But you can't get too overly warned, huh? Isn't that true? So I'm here. Craig Flint's out in the back. We're both watching things here. And first of all, we have a severe thunderstorm watch. And that watch is in effect until 10 o'clock. And you can see covers the eastern, we'll just zoom out here, covers the eastern fringes of the eastern fringe going into Erie and Crawford County, down toward I-80 and into Butler County, Lawrence County as well. And covers most of northern and central, actually covers just about all of Ohio, I guess, probably about 80% of it, as you can see, that swath here. You can see a ton of warnings here. We have two separate lines, two main lines here, actually three. We have, of course, one here in the west. That one is really kicking into gear. Another one here that's south. That one may affect us later on. And then this is lake-induced. And this is the immediate concern that we have right now as far as any potential warnings here. You can see we have warnings mainly in Geauga and southern Ashtabula County. This right here is pretty much just heavy downpours, just getting into the Fairview area and around Albion and the Cranesville region, all moving toward the east. Again, I see nothing here that would indicate any kind of real gusty winds, dangerous winds. But the lightning, we'll say I took the lightning off because it just kind of gets in the way. Believe me, there's lightning with this. Though I thought I had the counter up. Oh, no, I must put it down there. Some of you like to know that. You can see lightning strikes. Now, again, we're zoomed in here. As we zoom out, you can see the numbers go up quickly, particularly when we get that pretty nasty-looking storm here just to the south and east of Mentor. We'll look at that one in just a second here. And putting this into motion, it's moving toward the east-northeast between 30 and 40 miles an hour. And you can see some of it appears to be headed toward downtown Erie. Let's go to, this is a live shot from our weather cam, and this is the tower cam. This one I have pointing toward the west. You can see looking pretty dark out there, and no lightning so far that I can see on this particular one. And as we head on toward, let's go, where am I in downtown Erie? I think this is pointing toward the west, might be northwest. Oh, it's actually, okay, this is due west, actually kind of south of west. Here's the 14th Street tracks. There's 12th Street. St. Peter's is just off screen toward the right. And you can see some darkening skies here off toward the west. Hoping I would see some lightning strikes. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. Okay, there is a pretty thick haze in the distance, so that might be blocking some of it. But that's what we're looking at right now. And let's head on back over to the radar here. And you can see again, this is, for those of you, in this area of western Erie County, west of 79, again, these are gully washers with some small hail possible. Now, yeah, some of the winds could gust up to maybe 30 or 40, but these aren't near the severe levels of 55 to 60, which we get. As well. So let's go into this one right here, and we'll turn off the lightning strikes here, and we'll stop it. Now, it's this cell right here. Here's Chardon, Mesopotamia, Parkman. So we are actually, this main cell isn't even into Ashtabula County. It's still in Geauga County there. We get the Barron button. That's one I like to use here. And let's show you the radar potential here. See that core? I'm just fixing it up here. So here's the core right now. And now we're going to see what the radar potential hail. So that's 1.5 inch. That's the bright pink, the regular pink 1 inch, and usually the purplish is half-inch hail. So that's where the Weather Service actually says ping pong size hail. And once you get to 1.5 inches, yes, potential there. Now this one also, this right here in southwestern Ashtabula County, this one, as you can see, has a potential for 1 inch hail as well, just to the southwest of Jefferson, moving toward the northeast. But notice here, the batch that's hitting western Erie County, it is mainly all rain. And now some of that rain, like I said, could be torrential. Here's rain 2 inch an hour, where you see the brighter greens just offshore. Some of these are lighter, obviously, but you can see the rainfall 2 inch an hour is torrential downpours, and that's the main situation that we have here in Erie County. So no immediate threat, at least within probably the next hour, of getting any serious hail. Now this band right here, this is, I know it's Crawford County, fairly quiet. Excuse me. I took some potato chips right before going on. I even joked to Craig. I said, I'm going to bring some potato chips so I can choke on Facebook Live. And wouldn't you know, to the form, at least I was prepared with water. So here we have, so this band right here in Northeast Ohio, that is going to affect more Crawford County area, really from Pymatuning all the way up to Springboro, and eventually towards Sagertown, Meadville, Conneaut Lake, those areas. Probably if it's moving 40 miles an hour, some of these will start to affect you. Now, actually, you can see northwestern parts of Crawford County, just north of Springboro and just north of Conneautville will be affected by these. You're getting affected now. This batch here, as you can see, coming across Ashtabula County, that will start affecting you. Looks like a batch here will hit Pymatuning within the smaller area of rain showers will affect you probably in less than 20 minutes. So Westford, Linesville, that area of Pymatuning. Okay, let me go back to the Facebook Live. Let's see. As always, a lot of people joining here. Let me know what you got. And let me know again what you got here, guys. Those of you especially getting rain, as always, we do appreciate everything that you have there. You got it there, Jen. Okay. And so far, got light sprinkles in Fairview. Yes, it could very well affect the Wolves game, Kathleen. It wouldn't surprise me if honestly, if it got canceled. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Definitely bring a raincoat with you if you're going out, and watch for lightning. Okay, you watch them there, Chatty Cathy. Now you got a while before they reach you, several hours away, and we'll be watching for new development here, in parts of Crawford County. But I don't think you'll see anything until at least a couple of hours. Excuse me. Okay. Yep, got that right. Lake looks nasty. Downtown State Street. You got that right. Thank you. Nope, no snow, Bill. Absolutely not. Out of Tim Hortons, looking bad to the west. Raining thunder, lightning west of Albion. Thank you, Renee. Some rain from the system. We do not, Adam. Sorry. No ballpark cam. Okay. Will they weaken when the bigger incoming storms? Maybe. No promises there, Jason. They are what we call thermally induced, and they are induced by the lake. So I would think that they'll certainly hold together while the sun is still up here, which of course we still have several hours of that. So, but again, I'm not expecting. There's no twisting that I can see here. All storms rotate, so you may see some rotation here, but right now I'm not seeing any serious rotation in these storms. I'll line it up a little more there. Got some pouring rain in Girard right now. Sagertown, you're good for now. Probably another 30 to 60 minutes when these storms in Ashtabula start to hit you. That's my best guess right now there, Julie. Okay. So far, I'm not seeing anyone saying they got some hail or anything like that. Oh, it's not really bad. I'm here because normally, especially when it's close to news time. So Craig is getting his forecast ready, but we both have been watching this through the day. It just helps, especially because we do expect a lot of warnings at once, and it can be it's a lot for one person. If it's like 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I may be here, I may not, but we're getting close to news time, and that's why I'm here. So don't think just because I'm here that all Hades is going to break loose here. But again, some of these storms are quite potent. Let's be clear. These aren't passing showers or garden variety, pop-up storms. These have definitely some concentration. The biggest worry really right now is flooding and flash flooding. That's really our biggest concern. Along with some of these cells have some good hail. That's another concern. As always, you got to watch for some gusty winds. Craig, you want me to turn it off?
What's that, man?
You want me to stop the crawl, or you want to keep it going?
You can stop.
Okay,
Thank you.
no problem. Okay, I can stop crawls too. We call that multitasking. All right, let me just see if there's anything new here. Just checking Cleveland here right now. Okay, nothing. Okay, nothing new since the warning was issued here. All right, I'm just checking more here. See what you got here. No, man. Right now, threat of tornadic activity very low. Really, very low. Anytime you have severe weather, we're never gonna tell you nope, no tornadoes. There's always a small threat, but this one is again a very small threat. Okay. Yep. You guys are probably those of you in Erie, getting some. You're hearing the thunder off toward the east. You're hearing the thunder. Might be seeing some of the lightning there. But again, to reiterate, the rain here in Erie and northwestern Crawford County is just that. It's rain, but it's heavy rain, torrential rain. Watch for localized flooding. And some of these storms, again, these back edge of this kind of lake-induced storms have a lot more potency to them. Severe thunder, so you can see the thunderstorm warnings here in Geauga and southwestern Ashtabula counties. And into now getting into the central part of Ashtabula County as well. Jefferson, you're going to get hit with some of this. And again, good chance you'll see some hail in the next hour with some of these. But hopefully the wind gusts, I don't expect them to get over 40 with these storms. Now, as we go farther toward the southwest, the air has more instability down here in central Ohio. So this second line here is something that we'll watch. Again, spot checking some of these storms. You see a lot of pinks. We call them skits. That's the lines. Those are indicative of more hail and some larger hail. When we look for some of the dark red type of skits, that's when we see a little more rotation. I'm not seeing them right now. Now, this here in West, this is really something that we will watch for later on in the evening. That's why the watch it is in effect until 10. Now, my guess is by the time these are hours away, far away, and I would suspect that they probably wouldn't affect us until after 8 o'clock, maybe 9 o'clock at their current rate of movement. So they're a good 4 hours away here. It's a good possibility that they will weaken as they move in. But you can see solid line of warnings here, but that's way toward the west. We'll be watching that. And again, we will warn you as things go with that. Okay, got some rain coming into Mill Creek. Let's go and let's see if we can check out. I can hit the right button here. Let's check out some more weather cams here. Going back, here's downtown Erie. Let's go to the airport. Getting some people telling me they're hearing thunder and lightning. Yep, there's the rain. You can see we got some rain, not particularly torrential downpour, but definitely a solid, steady rainfall here at the airport as we speak. Let's go to Edinburgh and see what's happening there. Darkening skies, good breeze here. As you can see, these flags are, they're moving, they're extended, maybe about 25 to 30 mile an hour wind gusts with that at Edinburgh. But right now, I'm not seeing any rainfall there. Going down toward the Bayfront, how are things looking down there? Again, darkening skies, not seeing any rain right now on this particular picture. And into Girard, where there should be some pretty wet conditions. Yep. Okay. Yep. Some pretty steady rain here. Looks like it is kind of a downpour at this time. But just looking at the trees, there's hardly any movement to those trees. So again, I reiterate, this looks like initially here, just very heavy downpours. Checking out the tower cam, looking toward the west. Okay, you can see some shafts of rain here. That's what this is. See the lower visibility here? That's not haze. That's downpour, and looks like it's knocking on the door here. Knocking on the door of some pretty good downpours that will hit our neck of the woods here momentarily. So back to the analysis here, back to the radar. Now again, these are the good news is these are not developing. There's not much, believe it or not, there's really not a lot of what we call upper air support, and that's good news because if we did, this would this would be a lot more active, and also the threat of tornadoes would be higher. But fortunately, these are mainly just what we call thermally induced. Now, this batch toward the west, that may be getting a little bit more help from the frontal system, but that's still well back toward the west. Front really won't officially pass through until tomorrow. So I suspect that there's a good chance that these storms would weaken as we get toward less sunshine and some less sun and loss of a lot of that daytime heating. So again, as we look here, again to reiterate here, well, let me go back here and see if anybody else is reporting anything new here. You are welcome. You are welcome here. Jen, this is going to stick around, like I said. Considering we have all this stuff back here in Lorraine, not constant rain, but the threat will probably be there through the watch period, which goes until 10. I haven't looked at much here, but Craig is calling for mainly through late evening some of the stronger storms, which makes sense. Again with daytime heating, maybe some showers that will linger after midnight, but this will be. Okay, we got a new warning here. This one is still in Ashtabula County. Let me check on that. So this one is in southeastern Ashtabula County. So that's this right here. Remember the one that we looked at that had the 1-inch hail? Not the biggie here in Geauga, but the secondary one. Now they are issuing it again, mainly for hail, mainly for hail induced here. They're saying the possibility of up to quarter size hail, and not usually the warning will indicate the kind of wind gusts, but they don't even put it in their warning here. They're saying max wind gusts up to 60. And not seeing that, but we could get some local wind gusts.
So you got the
I got but thank you anyway. It's easier to read from here than to stretch my neck.
Yeah.
Thank you, Craig.
So we'll have to watch that if it comes into Western
That's the Western Crawford County.
County.
If that happens, as Craig was saying, if this warning gets into Crawford County, and my guess is it will, Craig will be going live, or most likely going live, with on air. We'll stay on Facebook Live here, but I won't be saying much because I'll be helping Craig with the radar there, if that is the case. But this is the new warning that is in effect until 5:45. So another 45 minutes here, and I'm just going to stop the radar and see if we can stop the radar, Tom. There we go. Okay. So we're zooming in here. So this basically from Jefferson toward Roaming Shores, Rome, Ohio, that is. We'll pop up the Barron button here, and you can see that little pink there, that pinkish area, kind of brighter pink. That is the potential 1-inch hail, which certainly is even a little bit bigger than the size of a quarter. That's why they put the 1/4-inch hail. So that's where it is. So remember, keep in mind when they issue these warnings, that they put out the fan. They call it the fan here. You can see a very wide fan, but it's normally just a small segment of that fan where things get kind of rough. So I'm just putting this into motion for you. If you kind of follow that, so this little broken up there, but you can see the northeast. The skit's moving toward the northeast. That gives you the general direction of those storms, and a lot of times with the hail, you get the cold. You get the core. Looks like it's actually moved a little bit farther east. Unfortunately, the hail parameter doesn't update as quickly as the reflectivity. So the true area of hail is probably closer to Rock Creek here, and as we check out areas near County Highway 12 there, and Main Street there in Rock Creek. So we'll zoom out here once again. So we'll put this back into motion for you. And you can see still some torrential downpours here in Northeast Ohio. Okay, why? There we go. Okay. I don't know why the loop is delaying just a little bit here, but it is moving. There we go. Okay. So you can see still some heavy downpours. Getting dark here. This is where our TV station is. Roughly, here's I-78. So we're roughly right here. We're not east or. So there you have it. So some rain looks like it's trying to come into the area. But to reiterate, mainly torrential downpours, particularly south of 90. You can see here torrential downpours in the Fairview area. A lot of heavy downpours. Main immediate concern here in Erie County is flash flooding. And that's going to be, I think, the main concern for a lot of these storms. Yes, there will be some good hail, locally gusty winds, no doubt. And just checking to see if there's any update here. Okay. So far, nothing new on the updates. They're continuing the warnings here, as you can see. You're going to run the call?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thanks. So areas, areas of particular concern, for some of the. Oh, okay. I'm just hearing the rain. Starting to hit our rooftop here at the station.
Could you do me a quick favor and just close Quick Editor? Thank you very much.
It's out. Okay. So the rains are starting here again. It's a light rain right now, just kind of a light, gentle tapping there. But you can see there's a lot of where you see these blue skits. That's where you get the large hail, and that is going to be our main concern is the large hail. and some of the torrential downpours with some of these particular areas here. But you can see there's another one. This one in Geauga County. This is actually the older. This is the older warning. And in fact, let's go to reflectivity. And you can see it's probably a little farther east here. Surprised they canceled the warning here in Geauga County, because that's a nasty little cell right there. And at the rate, you can just kind of follow the skits here, and you can see probably. Now, again, these are moving at roughly 40 miles an hour, 35 to 40. So if we go, whoops, let's actually start where the core is here. Try that again. All right. Oh, will be good if I press the right one. There we go. All right. Yeah, I know how to work the technology. All right, here we go. So you can see it's about, well, roughly 30 miles to the border. So that would mean it would be less than an hour. And again, Pymatuning area, you're talking, again, roughly 45 minutes to an hour, assuming those storms hold together. And I think they will. And if you head out toward the Sagertown area, that's 49 miles. So, you're talking maybe about an hour and 15 minutes before the hail. Now, you can see rain will come in ahead of it, so you'll probably get the rain sooner. But, right now I'm thinking, we probably will see Crawford County actually get hit, and possibly South Erie County from the 6-6N corridor with these more hail-producing storms within the hour. So those are things that we want to watch. Again, right now, Meadville, Conneaut Lake, we'll see. Right now, again, based on the current movement, looks like those hail-producing storms will stay to your north, but a lot can happen the next hour here. So I'm not saying you'll be rain-free. You don't seem to be in the path of the worst of the storms right now. But you're also looking at about 45 minutes to an hour and 15 minutes before those storms start to hit you. So that's Conneaut Lake to Meadville. Edinburgh, looks like things are going to be knocking on your door here momentarily. We're starting to get a little steadier rain here. Let me go back and see what we got here. Yes, there could be, thank you, Thomas, power outages. Always good to check that out anytime you get stuff like that. Yeah, it's going to eventually hit Olive Erie here, and looks like right now nothing big time here, just some light rain. We're getting a little moderate hit here at the station, but some of these heavier downpours, give it about another 15 before it hits downtown Erie, best guess. Hey, Mary Lou, I don't know where Dorset is. Oh, there it is. Speak of which, just found it. And, probably looks like the initial hit goes to your north. But again, you can see other cells here, probably in about, best guess, 20 minutes, where some of those heavier downpours will hit your way.
A little crack of thunder.
And there's a little thunder. Okay. Okay. Near the campus. Got heavy rain at the campus at Edinburgh. Okay. Thank you for that update there, Diana. I'm just reading something, looking for anyone saying I see hail. Let's see here. Okay, so far I've just seen a lot of hail, or a lot of rain rather, and that's all I'm seeing. Getting dark. Big booms. Yep, you'll get some big booms of thunder. We got a lot of and you'll get that, of course. So with all the humidity, you get some good lightning here. So again, to reiterate here, many of you are asking, are these storms tornadic? The answer is no, they are not. as we put on the velocity mode here. Again, you can see usually we look for green and red together, not seeing that at all. So now there are some that we see the gray here. Almost all storms rotate, okay? So you may look up the sky and you may see some rotation. That is normal. Most storms do rotate, whether they're severe or not. So see a little rotation doesn't mean, oh no, tornado. No. In this case, there's there's some rotation, nothing big time here. Usually here, we call this a storm relative velocity. There's the green, there's the red. So that shows that there is, a typical rotating storm, but covers a large area here. We look for red and green that are literally kissing each other, literally touching each other. That's what we look for. And we look at what's called the base velocity for that, as opposed to storm relative velocity. Storm relative is good, for seeing just general spins. But if you really want to look for, actual rotation and tornadic activity, we stick with the base. And right now, I'm not seeing anything that even remotely strikes me. These reflectivities here, I'm not seeing anything. No, a lot of times you look for good, strong commas. We got a little comma here, another small commas here, but nothing that indicates to me that there's anything that would show funnel-like or funnel cloud activity. So so far so good. So far so good as far as as far as tornadic activity goes. So some of you are asking, when's it going to hit me? Right now, just knocking on the door here of Erie. Our station getting some as well. And let me put the loop back on here. So you can kind of get a feel for, when you think it's going to hit you. Basically, right now, central South Pymatuning, Conneaut Lake, Meadville, just looking back here, you don't seem to be in the bullseye yet of any of the big storms. In fact, the rain itself probably good 20 to 30 minutes before you'd even get any rainfall from what I see. Linesville, Westford area, probably about 15 to 20 minutes. Corey, Wattsburg, Titusville, you got a while yet, especially Titusville. Corey, we'll see what happens here. Got a little shower development here in between Edinburgh and Wattsburg. Some of that may hit you. And, of course, those of you off toward the west from Warren toward Jamestown, Tidiute, you got a while before these storms hit you, a couple of hours at least, unless something new forms here. So immediate concern, basically Erie County, McCain, Wattsburg, Northeast, probably within the half hour, you'll see some storms and some good downpours as well. And the threat is there through the evening. You can see here, this is the lake-induced storms. These storms here are lines of instability, more likely troughs, not really a cold front per se. A lot of, the granddaddy line is back here, but that's well to our west. And one thing you may notice, okay, they just issued a warning for Crawford.
Okay.
So we're going to have, they just issued a warning. It popped up on my phone. It should, there it is.
Far western Crawford.
Far western Crawford County. You'll probably hear the alarm go off here.
Some point. All right. So here's what we'll do.
Mm-hmm.
Let's give you a little break. Okay.
Okay.
Briefly. I'll hop on TV real quick.
Okay.
And you go get a drink of water. I'll take a look at this one.
Okay.
And then we're gonna get ready for news time here too. So why don't we you want what let me get on TV just briefly.
Okay.
And then if you wouldn't mind manipulating the radar, I'll give you a break.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's what we'll do. And then what we'll do then is when I'm done, are you done in there?
Yeah, I mean for the most part.
Okay, because I can StreamYard maybe.
Yeah, we
Start
can
going
get
in.
that. We can get that set up. in
Okay.
there.
Okay, so what we'll do here. Again, we're. You can go ahead and watch. Watch Craig. He'll be on channel 24 here momentarily, and I'm going to
Thank you.
like you said.
Yeah.
I will be maneuvering the radar. Then I'm going to cut here, and then I'm going to set up in the office because Craig is going to need this computer to get his show ready. So, but I guarantee you, I will be back on as soon as we can. But for now, I'm going to say goodbye to you. But I will be back again momentarily, and we'll catch you in probably less than 15 minutes. Okay. Thank you all. We'll talk to you soon.